Hi everyone, we're back with another video. This is Nearman, as you all know. And we're here to talk about the sacral chakras. Follow me on my Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Make sure you subscribe. And follow Nearman on his TikTok. Alright, at Lamarr Townsend.
Lamarr Townsend.
So, we're going to talk about the chakras, I believe. Although I feel like you're, like, out of focus.
Oh, I feel like I'm in there. No?
Okay.
I'm, like, kind of bopping around.
So, we're here to talk about the sacral chakra. We're here to talk about the chakras, but we want to focus on the sacral chakra today, which is about sex.
So the sacral chakra, well, you have 7 chakras. But I feel like a sacral one's a really unique one because people don't understand like the power of sexual energy.
Mm-hmm.
So your sacral chakra, oops. I'm gonna drink this real quick.
So I don't know. Okay, so side note, he got me this. What is it called again?
Nitro cold brew.
Nitro cold brew, and I've never had it. But y'all know I love Starbucks, right? But I've never had this before. It's really good.
Yeah, nitro cold brew with some vanilla cold foam on top. It hits different.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives you a good buzz.
It really does.
Nitrogen infused. But yeah, back to the sacral chakra.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people don't know this, but the sacral chakra is your sexual energy center.
Yep.
And your sexual energy is not just sex necessarily. That's where the energy is derived from. But it's your passion, your creativity, and basically the materialistic world. So
yeah,
this is like money. That's why, like, if you look at like pop culture, like money and sex goes like hand in hand.
That's what sells.
Yeah,
sex
like
sells.
getting bitches and getting hoes. You know, that's actually targeting your sacral chakra. It's targeting that energy center to behave a certain way. And if you don't know anything about chakras are basically like your energy centers. And just like your body stores, just like your body has DNA and it has information for how your cells stack, your energy centers are a collectively pool of energy and experiences that your soul has gathered through many incarnations.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've been incarnated, we've all been incarnated like thousands, millions, maybe. The universe is infinitely big, and our universe is 14 billion years old. So we could have incarnated many, many, many lives on different planets. But basically, it's a collection of the energy and the experiences you've had with your soul through many generations of incarnations.
That's the sacral chakra.
That's all the chakras.
Oh, okay.
Your sacral is how your energy, how you interact with passion, creativity, money, basically everything that sexually arises from sexual energy.
Yes.
And it's really interesting because a lot of people have like an imbalance with all those things. That's why they're stuck in the lower dimensions of reality. You know, like if your root chakra, like if you have root chakra issues, you have issues with security. You know, you think you're not insecure, but you think you lack like security in like the materialistic sense, like your house, your car, or relationships.
Fight or flight mode.
Yeah, fight or flight mode constantly. Versus your sexual energy, it's like a level above that where you don't feel those things, but you take on the veil of sexuality and the materialistic world.
Okay.
And that's how you perceive it. So if you are like overly sexual, not overly sexual, that's the wrong word. If you're overly sexually active and let's say you're like having sex with like a lot of different people, that's gonna throw a huge imbalance off your sacral energy. Because when you have sex, it's basically it's just a mutual. It's an inner exchange of energy, and it's sexual energy. So you take on their basically what they have stored, including their traumas, all that shit.
Exactly.
And you take it on. That's why a lot of people, like, when they have sex, they get depressed afterwards. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's been plenty of times where I've had sex with someone and I felt super depressed afterwards. I was like, why did I do that?
Same.
But it's because you take on their energy, and that's what like an orgasm is. An orgasm is an exchange of sexual energy. It's their, as they orgasm, their energy, their inertia goes from you onto the other person, and vice versa. So, you know, that's why people are, when you lack sexual energy and it's been like deprived, or like you take on other people's energy, it distorts what your true essence is. You know, you could be like this really creative person that manifest something that's meant for their soul into their life. Not necessarily saying like manifesting art or becoming an actress or a movie, but what your essence of your soul came here to experience.
Exactly. It takes you off track.
It takes you off track.
I say that sometimes when I do readings, like I'll take on my client's energy. Like there have been times where like I'll have a client and before the reading I'll be crying for no reason. And then I'll get to the client, and then like the client has some sort of situation where they're crying, and it's like, oh, that's why I was crying. Yeah. I wasn't actually crying because I have anything to cry about.
Yeah.
Not that that has anything to do with sex, but it's kind of similar. Right?
Yeah, you're taking on their energy. It's same concept. Yeah. But sexual energy is a lot more powerful because it's stored.
It is.
So when you have sex with someone, you store their energy. Whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. I'm not saying like the female is the one that's storing it, but like either party stores that other person's energy. So what that person has gone through in terms of trauma, and like most of the population has evolved through like a lot of trauma and baggage and bullshit. And when you're constantly like doing that, you're making it worse for yourself. You're not making it better
at all.
That's why like tantric sex is like so cool, because like it's like the opposite.
What is that? I don't actually know what that
tantric sex is having sex with like a purpose, but it's like basically imagine having sex on like Molly, but you're able to naturally replicate that.
Wow.
Because the energy is so high between the two of you, or the two partners. So like
almost like sex magic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like sex magic.
Okay.
It's like when the other person has cleared their karma and their trauma and has healed, and you have done so too. So you're allowed so you can like not manifest, but like project that strong, really clean, harnessed of like powerful energy together, and then your orgasms are like so much better, and it allows you to both like evolve, and instead of taking on bad energy, you take on like good energy. It's like a catalyst.
I like that idea.
So you build your energy together.
I like that idea. I've never heard of that. Well, I've heard of it, but I didn't know.
So if you look at like yogis that are like married, they're super like affectionate, and they're like,
what's a yogi?
Yeah, someone who does yoga.
Oh, okay. Yogi. They are, actually.
Yeah.
I've noticed that before.
If you look at their sexual energy and the way they radiate, it's because they've cleared themselves out so much, and they've gone through that. Not saying all yogis, because, you know, not everyone's going to be at that level, but like if you look at like a lot of people who actually truly practice yoga and not just go to a yoga class, you'll see that in them. They just radiate this raw sexual energy. They're like a magnet.
They do.
You know, and that's because their energy center is so clear. They're like, their karma's good. They're not carrying like a bunch of people with them.
Also, side note, I just want to say, the more you drink this, the better it gets.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either. But yeah, I agree. I think sacral chakra energy and sexual energy can be very powerful, and you can use it to like,
you can harness it. So since the sacral chakra is your second energy center, your third one above it is your solar plexus chakra, and your solar plexus is all about your individuality.
Yes.
So if your second chakra is blocked, it can't flow into the third one. So you're basically missing out on all this creative, positive energy, and it's not fueling your individuality.
Yeah.
Your individuality in your solar plexus chakra, instead of being filled with this positive, cleaned out, karmic free, joyful, lustful, loving energy, it's filled with the baggage of like all the random hookups, basically.
Yeah.
So
on top of your
so your individuality is not there anymore. That side of what you would be as an individual does not exist. Instead, you're just like a replication of everyone else you've been with. You take on their energy, and that's why like a lot of times, like if you look at like couples, when they first get together, they have like distinct characteristics. But the more they're together, they start forming habits that are like identical.
Yeah.
You know, they take on each other's lingo.
Yeah.
You know, where one of them might have thought that lingo used to be quirky is now like finding themselves being the one that says it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And they become like, you know, they finish each other's sentences. You know, it's because their energy's meshing, they're matching, and they're vibrating on the same level.
Interesting.
You know? And it's hard to have that unless you're both authentic. You're not taking on other people's bullshit with you. So that's why like an argument can be made for like, you know, being either a celibate or having sex with someone who is on the same level as you spiritually.
Right. And you're celibate, right?
I'm celibate, yeah, because that means it's hard to come by people for me that are on my level at least. So I don't want to take on their bullshit. Because I'm an empath. I'm like an empath and intuitive, like somewhat of a psychic. I can feel everything. I can I was saying this earlier to you, but I can it's weird. I can taste energy.
He said that.
I can how some people can walk into a room and can smell the energy. I can actually taste it.
I've never heard that before.
You know, I can taste
I can't do that.
I'll give you an example. A strong sexual magnet, someone who radiates that positive sexual energy, their energy tastes like iron in a good way. Metally, but it sounds really weird as I'm describing it. You guys are probably like, what the fuck is this kid talking about?
I want to know more. It sounds interesting to me.
It's magnetic, you know, in a good way. It's
in a good way.
In a good way, yeah.
That's interesting.
So
I've never heard of that gift before. So if you know what that is, comment below.
Yeah, if you know what
or comment in the chat.
Energy is
yeah,
let me know.
I don't know what that is.
Because I don't know.
But it's a cool gift. It's a cool gift. I told him he's coming more into his gifts. So I think that's December 21st energy as well.
Yeah, it's I feel like there's been a weird shift.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of, I don't like labeling people, but a lot of people that are spiritually in tuned, they're gonna notice their level of senses is probably gonna increase.
Yeah, moving forward,
we're gonna have more empaths that weren't empaths, more empaths that can taste, I don't know, energy, I guess, or people are gonna talk about their sensitivity to things in terms of energy, whether they can hear it, feel it, taste it, you know,
exactly.
see it.
Yeah. I also love that we're both wearing black. I just realized that. We were talking about fashion earlier and how you can tell when something is good quality and when something's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, this was a fun topic.
Yes.
Is there anything more you want to say? Or are you done?
No, I think that was pretty good.
Yeah, I think it was good. All right, you guys. Well, follow him on Nairman on
Lala
TikTok.
Tales on TikTok. I make
Lala
TikToks.
Tales. Yeah.
You guys, if you don't have TikTok, you should definitely get it. It's addicting.
It's really fun.
It's just constant. It's a constant stream of just videos of you just scrolling through and the algorithm is so good because it actually gives you videos that you would want to watch.
I know, right?
It's much better than Instagram.
It's very intuitive.
Yeah, it's very intuitive. It's weird to say that how an algorithm can be intuitive, but TikTok is very intuitive. It gives you the right videos at the right time.
I know, yeah. All right, you guys. I love you. We'll see you in the next video. Love and light.
Peace.